Oh, welcome to the stream, everyone. Oh my god. Well, I kind of forgot to announce it, but it will be my birthday soon, so I guess I'm celebrating a little bit earlier, although not entirely sure what there is to do other than like the new patch in a sense. I mean, like, I didn't really know how to celebrate my birthday last year, so I don't really know how to do it this year either, but like, anyways, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. But yeah, otherwise, in the meantime, we're just gonna get straight to the story. So much stuff. I just finished like the Noble Domain recently, and it was pretty wild actually. I didn't really understand the story in the beginning. It was mostly like at the latter part, so but yeah, not bad though, all things considered. No more worries about being seen by others again. Man, Stephen is such a like a hikikomori. He really doesn't want to be seen. He's really cute though. I think with the little ducky, I feel like he would get along well with Ratio, so it'd be fun if they ever actually interacted together. Okay. Woohoo. Man, I can't believe it's a new patch already. We are in version 3.3, right? If I remember correctly. Honestly, some of it's kind of hard to like keep track of all the patches nowadays. There's quite a lot of them. Galactic Baseballer, Divergent Universe. Well, all these I've already cleared out anyways. The Noble Domain, which is like not really fun to do, but at least we maxed most of it out. Oh my god, yo, welcome to the stream. Sneaky Silk. Yeah, oh my god, sorry, I did see your message for a bit there. Like, there was this Crunchyroll thing blocking the way. But yeah, he seems fun though. The rubber duckies. I wonder if in the future we'll get to meet him eventually. It'd be like really interesting. But at the same time, I feel like he's just gonna be super scared the entire time and probably not want to talk to us, so who knows? I'm still kind of surprised that the kid ended up becoming part of the Genius Society, but Weirder things have happened, to be honest. I'm still kind of wondering how Castoris was able to send us messages. I actually saved this just so I could like do it on stream because I was like so weirded out by it. Uh, okay, it was only after you left that I remembered I still had something to tell you. I crocheted a little doll of you, Starlight, but I didn't manage to finish stuffing it with milk cotton before I left. I also tried to recreate the Express as a cloth pendant based on your description. I tucked it inside a photo album and decorated with dried flowers. It looked truly one of a kind. Oh, that's so cute. Oh yeah. I made it kind of smaller. It's so cute though. I don't know. Just like small enough to be like unobtrusive, but not too small that it wouldn't be seen. But yeah, the eye tracking's still a little bit like not super good. I kind of have to open my eyes like really wide just for it to like translate well. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Hookvine. Oh my god. Pastories. It's still so weird. Why are we getting messages from her? Like, how? I'm pretty sure we're still using a regular phone, but anyways. I had hoped that when you reach the end of the flame chase and stand witness to the birth of a new world, these items might bring you a trace of warmth. But in the end, I didn't even manage to give them to you in time. To ensure the new world's warmth, I will forever remain within this sea of flowers to watch over lost souls. And if fate allows us to meet again, remember, promise, when will we meet again? Yeah. Oh, I can't believe we can't send a message already. Wait, that was so fast. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. View story recap? Might as well.
黄金への提案で歳月の試練を受けた俺
Learn
は
I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Emphorius. Imagine that insane kind of bad luck though. Like he literally just like didn't even do anything yet and he already died.
タナトス一方真吾の呪帝の七賢人であるアナイクスは禁止の監視から逃れるように元老院に非合を
Man,
求め
Anax's arc was like so
元
good,
老
I
院の信頼
swear.
を得た後その頃キャストリスは冥界の入り口の情報を得るべくやむを得ず元老院の議題である火を追う旅の中断に賛成し半身であるサフェルの助けのもと竜外のキャストリスはその後支流ボリュクスの連成に成功しボリュクスを利用して冥界へと戻った
Why does it feel like I kind of like breezed through like the entire story already? I have like very little recollection about what happened last time.
全て返し魂状態のアナイクスは冥界でキャストリスに出会い創世の仮説を
He cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the flame chase journey to continue. This dude is like the ultimate like double agent, I swear.
火種を変換した後アナイクス
Still
の
so sad
完
though.
全に消失したこれにより火を追う旅は
Okay. Let's go now and see how we start the story. Hopefully it's I think a lot of people said it was like pretty good, but simultaneously it was also pretty sad, which I think is pretty much the standard when it comes to Amphoria stories. A story of my in-game life load in 30 seconds after I'm asked to deal with in-real life stuff so my character gets mauled. Oh no. That has happened way too much, honestly. Sometimes in Genshin, like when you forget to log out properly and then you forget that you logged out of like an enemy zone. As soon as you log in, and immediately the boss just straight up smacks you already. It's like, oh no. Yeah, so you always end up having to like go to a city or like near Catherine or something to play it safe because it's like, oh, I have made that mistake way too much in the early days. There's still quite a lot of like Crisis heirs we haven't actually met, so I don't know, are we like actually gonna see more of them? Or is it like the ones they introduced in the trailer like it already? And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Okay, strife, that is my Damus. And its demigod successor, the undying Mydamus, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the holy city. Myday, may your battles know no defeat. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops, and now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trion. Oh, I still feel sad about Trion though. Could be worse. I used to game with a couple in Africa. By the time her hubby loaded in, it'd be waiting for him to confirm the boss fight. Oh yeah, Genshin. That happens. I think it was drastically worse in the early days, and it's like the PS4, and then you're doing domains with co-op domains with other people, and then you have to wait so long. Like all of you would literally run to the front, and then like you'd have to like run from the beginning. Like you couldn't just like straight up teleport near the key, and which is good that they changed it more recently so that it would actually like be there. Like you would have to keep going to the start, but like back then it was such a pain. Like I think a lot of people just gave up doing co-op because of things like that. Because like even for me, like I would not even bother anymore. Like when you think about it, like if you're gonna take like 30 seconds or like maybe 2 minutes to just load a single stage, it's like that takes longer than actually finishing the stage. You might as well just do it yourself, and then you get like all the friendship points for yourself. The prophecy once made the hand of shadow choose two, granting one of the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. As often as not, I'd be like, while he's loading and I'm getting a coffee or beer. Oh my god, that sounds so good too. I try to avoid drinking on stream though because it makes me super sleepy, especially because I stream like pretty late at night. But in the early days, I used to do that often. I would make like a special drink each time I'd stream, and then I think half the time it was always such a bad idea. Because like I try to make coffee because like, oh, you know, the coffee will like help keep me awake. It does not. It just gives me a stomachache, so ends up I have to like stop the stream a bunch of times just because I need to go to the bathroom, and it's like so frustrating. So I kind of learned my lesson in that front. I mostly just drink like water or sometimes tea, but like cold tea kind of like. Yeah, so at least it's a little bit healthier. I don't really know if the caffeine helps any, because like caffeine in general doesn't work for me. Hmm. Oh, on voice too. Man, it's like I would probably enjoy drinking more on stream, but like yeah, it's definitely not good for something that requires a little bit more focus, I think. Maybe just like a chill like just chatting stream, you could consider it. But anything that requires like brain power or like going through a story quest is like such a bad idea. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the keyword in your mind. What are we thinking about? Oh, it's indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone and it won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. Trailblazer is such a mood though, I swear. They're basically the representative of like every single new generation kid right now. It's like I cannot concentrate on anything if I don't look at my phone for probably like every 5 seconds or something. Last time in 6 years, zero time for treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. That river of souls mostly retreated. In the water, a big shiny chest. I can't use the miracle orb, and I can't wade through. Your power of time is needed now. It's 30 for you, 70 for me. I used to do Drunken Clan games back in the early 2000s, but as the streamer content creator, you have to be wary about far more things. Yeah. You might accidentally say too much on stream if you get tipsy. I think it's also it's a little bit like worse if you're like on the job, like those actual like professional VTubers. I think I did know that there was someone who got in trouble because of that. And then I think initially a lot of people were like sad about their graduation, but then when all their I guess not really wrongdoings, but all of their problems came to light and people are like, oh, kind of understand why now. Which is, I mean, it's still a sad day for sure, but like, kind of like the feeling is they knew what was coming. Because, like, if you're under contract and like you don't follow, you expect that there will be consequences, you know? Cypher's endless surging desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Skillgorge Waterscape. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. He looks so. His face, I stare at the children, is always so hilarious. Like they're so determined, but you can also tell that they have like so many stupid thoughts in their head. To meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. There's always some sort of VTuber drama going on, but there's drama and there's nose diving off the nose end. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, like, there's some things that's kind of like out of your control or like not really your fault. But then other things, it's like, yeah, you kind of did that to yourself. But it's surprising though, a lot of VTubers graduated this year, I think, and I was like surprised because like I started streaming early, late, no, earlier than some of them, and then they ended up graduating like before I did. So it was like, so it was just so shocking. I swear. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Dragon Jimmy. uh, Traveler be like, not again, please. The last winner cost me too much. Same, honestly. Getting Anaxa and Dr. Ratio to E2. Because like I love him so much. I got adventuring to E6 before, but Dr. Ratio I only went until E2 because I was looking at his other constellations. It's like some of them some of his other Eidolons were not really like super worth it, I felt. So it's like up to that point. It's just to show that I like you and that you still have banner sales, but like not too much that I would end up like not having funds or anything else anymore. Yeah, there's so many things gonna go on. I'm so excited for like the next patch already. Like Finance coming out, and then Saber and Archer as well. And there were some leaks already talking about how there's so many new light codes coming out, and one of those light codes is an adventuring light code, and he's so cute. He was like his kid version. And then like yeah, he's with his sister like looking at the sunset, I guess, and it's so pretty, like I swear. It's like some of the cutest light codes I've ever seen. It's kind of hilarious though because all the light codes that they were introducing are related to the Crisis heirs, and literally every single one of them has like a younger version of themselves, except Aglaya. Like Aventurine was part of the 9 Crisis heirs that they showed. And wait, who was that? Yeah, more or less there are 9 of them. And Aglaya doesn't have a light cone. Instead, Aventurine has a light cone, so people were kind of joking. It's like, oh, is Aventurine gonna be like the next Crisis heir already? Because like, what is he doing with the rest of these guys? Yeah, what's that sound? Is there someone else? Oh, are we gonna... Is it the Flame Reaver already? Yeah, every time he says, I have a bad feeling about this, I feel like someone's gonna die pretty soon, so... let's just hope it doesn't become like that this quickly. Like, we literally just got here, you know? Like, give us a break for a bit. Last time I played my floof bias wouldn't let me... Wait. Oh no, what happened to... Oh no, the chat disappeared for a bit. Last time I played my floof bias wouldn't let me not get a face shot, so free-to-play is a struggle. Oh yeah, for sure. It's hard. I gave up being free to play very, very quickly, so I kind of just have to like manage my expenses better. What's that? What is that butterfly perch? Oh, this one. Oh no, is the internet okay? I mean, the game is still running, but then the chat seems like disconnected for a bit, so I'm a little bit worried. Okay, maybe I am. Yeah, hopefully the stream is okay. Just like let me know. Mhm. It's so sad I thought they had co-op. It's just yeah, the Seal Slammers thing was like a freaking disappointment. Like when you saw the multiplayer and I was like so excited, like, oh my god, they finally did it. But then you know, it's just that, so I don't know. I kind of worry though, like how a turn-based co-op would work, because I don't actually know. I can't figure out like how they would make the mechanics work. But mostly it's just because I haven't seen it like implemented in real life yet. Maybe if there are like other games that have that kind of mechanic. Oh yeah. Oh no. I can still get messages fine on my side, but I think the uploading part might be a little bit delayed. Sorry, I think my internet has been a mess in recent days. Like I don't really know why exactly. I had to make a lot of adjustments to like the frame rates and all of those things. And then obviously I'm on like LAN cable as well, but yeah, I had to like lower down the bitrate and then lower down all the resolution and stuff. Kind of depressing because like all of this kind of happened just like really quickly. Like I think in the span of a day my frames were dropping down like probably like 40-50% all in one shot, and then it never really resolved itself afterwards. Kind of just had to like change, like lower down a lot of the settings. Yeah, oh my god, 36 seconds is so long already. I think at one point it probably reached like a minute or two delay. Oh, they're here already! Bro, that was so fast. Ma'am, get ready. You want the pink puppy, don't you? Is it finally time for me to bow out? It's so cute though.
しながら隙を探して歳月の剣能で過去へ逃げましょう。スティクスにはでっかいお魚。
It's full of fish. What the?
火を追う旅を。
Your flame chase journey stops.
Meow.
What? Yeah. What is the context of him saying meow meow? Meow. Is this Cypher? What's happening? Is this meant to be a riddle? The Flame Reaver's gone mad. The end.
命が危ないって時にそんな今更なこと言ってもしょうがない。
What happened to this dude? Wait, that sounds like Cypher. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, no wonder. So this is the context of that leaked voice lines. I mean, in Vegas, his net was so bad one day it was taking 18 to 20 minutes for messages to show up. Damn, that is insane. I think at that point I probably would have given up already. But then for sure, like my stream would have lagged so hard, and because like I have it open on like a second screen just so I can like check the timing, I guess. But like, damn, if that's pretty bad. I don't know, I would like be so mad at my internet provider at that point. What a terrible person. Let's just run.
私は本物正真正銘サフェルだからまあまあそう睨まないでよこんな真似をしたのもあんたたちの気を引き締めるためだったんだからさオンパロスは
Wow, so her idea of like telling us it's not safe is like pretending to be like the not safe thing and like trying to scare us or murder us. So you're playing both good cop and bad cop. Well, ain't I grateful for the reminder. I'm so strong that I don't need your reminder. Yeah. That's sad though. You know, I'm like really mad at like internet providers. Like they can't just, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like it's not they have like their own limitations, but simultaneously I'm pretty sure a lot of it has to do with like corporate greed, why they won't provide people with like better internet. This is like we're already paying like quite a decent amount for our internet. It's already considered like supposed to be pretty fast, like I think 300 Mbps, but in reality it never actually works out that way. Steely Gamer, oh yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. But yeah, we're starting off with the Euphoria story.
変装いやいや、そんな子供騙しのチャチなものじゃない。
Well, kind of like, I don't really know how to celebrate a birthday early, but anyways, but yeah, birthday is tomorrow, but since I don't normally stream on Friday, since I usually like have stuff to do with like friends and coworkers and stuff, yeah, we're kind of celebrating a little bit earlier. But hurry, you
さ
know.
っき拾ったあの
Alright.
キレが
Actually,
フレイムスティーラーのものかもって思った瞬間、何を考えた？
Yeah, if you would like to check out my other social links or send me a message or send me a drawing, feel free to check out my straw page. It's pretty cute, I think. I spent quite a bit of effort doing it. But yeah, it's fun. Yeah, don't be afraid to send anything. But yes, thank you so much. Oh, advance happy birthday as well. Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow. It's been a while. It's so weird to think about how this is my second year celebrating my birthday on stream. But yay, it's been so long. One of the Bandai games I tried only had Asia servers if I wanted to play some Gundam. Damn it, I love Gundam, but I haven't ever tried playing any of their actual games. I usually just build stuff.
この近くにいるとか？
Oh, I have so much backlog though, which is kind of like frustrating. Like I really like building Gundam, but also like I guess like how do you call that feeling? Like the anxiety of like starting out a new project and like not knowing when you'll be able to finish it, I guess.
私は誘導と暗示を使って
That kind of pressure.
いないことを信じ込ませた嘘。
Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
嘘を真実に？びっくりしすぎて手が逆立っちゃった。意地悪なグレッチも嫌いじゃないよ。あの裁縫女があんたを信用してるのには。
Cypher's voice acting is so good though, it's
あん
hilarious.
たみたいな正直者には私をはめるなんて。それに。
Some of its crafters know or are not into the anime will enjoy the gun plus side of models. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, for a while, I did try watching some of the anime, but I think there's very few of their series that I actually liked. Like I watched like what do you call that Gundam Seed Destiny. I think even the movie recently I watched that as well, though that was honestly not a very good movie from like a plot perspective. And then there's like Gundam Build Fighters and stuff like that. My favorite one though, from the very few that I watched, was like Gundam 00, but mostly I think it's just because I was like very invested in the characters. Okay. Yeah, the story is pretty slow so far. I did not expect her Meow Meow line to come so early though, so I didn't expect it would come later. But yeah, so apparently that's the context for the whole thing. I feel like it would have been funnier if the actual Flame Reaver had said it, but you know, I wasn't really expecting too much anyways. Like leaked voice lines are always like so out of context. I came during lucid hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up, but in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. Feel it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove. What do you mean, like, you didn't wake me up? I'm already like somewhere else. I'm like so far away. Enjoy Mecha, but I also super picky about the story. The 00 was fun. I watched it, I think, probably 3 or 4 times. It was honestly, it had a lot of flaws, but all things considered, for like an individual story that didn't really have, I mean, that doesn't have too much like lore. Not lore. What's the term for it? Like you don't really have to watch the other Gundam series to understand the plot of 00, which I think was easier for me, because like at the beginning I kind of wanted to watch like a lot of those like Universal Century or those kinds of like Endless Waltz, like Gundam Wing, so many series, but then I thought about like how much investment I would need to like watch the series in like a specific order, or just to have some kind of context for like what was going on, and it's like, yeah, I don't think I could do this anymore. That felt like too much investment. Cypher's just so hot and sick to pull for her. Yeah, I know she's really pretty. I like her design a lot. I just like still on the fence about getting her because like I don't. I mean, I have Akron, but like simultaneously I don't use her that much anymore. I tend to have like yeah, I tend to have like other teams I prefer, especially now that Anaxa came out, and I always pair him with Dr. Ratio, even though it's not the best idea. But it's funny, and I think I'm just trying to like take the game a little bit less seriously and not worrying too much about the meta. Yeah, why does she need so much money? Like she's so fucking old. I'm pretty sure she's loaded by this point. Yeah, the standalone stories. Yeah. That makes it a lot easier to like get into it and then you don't have to pressure yourself into like watching so many things.
ほら、私も一応は半身だし。
I was still mad though. You know the first time I actually watched the Gundam 00 movie? Like, I think the last 2 or 3 minutes were coincidentally the only 2 to 3 minutes in that entire movie that weren't subtitled. And I was so stressed about it because I couldn't understand anything the characters were saying. So I actually had to like go find a different video like elsewhere. I had to download it all over again just to see that ending scene. And then the ending scene basically said nothing important. So I was like, what? I was like, man, that kind of like super unluck. Yeah, the unluckiness of it all. Funny enough, someone mentioned the BBC was like 2.49 an episode. I was like, huh? If this was Detective Conan, that would be that would bankrupt me. Yo, 2.49 pounds per episode. Yo, that's expensive. That's pretty expensive. That would basically be more than half of what I would pay for a Netflix subscription per month already, and I could watch as much Netflix as I wanted to. It'd be like unlimited. But yeah, just Detective Conan. I was also so obsessed with that in the early days. I think I watched maybe like 11 seasons. And then kind of gave up after because there wasn't really anything going on with the plot. Which is like, the story was good, but yeah, it was just a little bit too slow. Also, it kind of killed my first laptop that way. Because I was downloading every single episode of Detective Conan through like torrents. And I had my laptop running like 24/7 for like several weeks in a row. Just so I could like download as many episodes of Detective Conan as I could. I mean back then like torrenting was the thing, but like obviously it's not as good now. But yeah, like back then that was my solution. It was such a bad idea. Because like by the end of it my computer was like so fried. I ended up having to get a new one eventually and I kinda just like stopped watching altogether after that. It's like I cannot repeat my mistakes anymore. See, I just throw Cypher into my cast with Tribi and Hyacinth. Oh, I think, yeah, definitely Tribi would probably work well. At least if you have like an Akron E2, you definitely don't have to worry, because like Cypher probably fills in that nihility slot anyways. Daisen super into an episode get called away to deal with something. By the time I get back to the piece, I hit play and starts the ending credits. Oh yeah. I don't know. Nowadays, I try to watch officially if I can, mostly because I'm already paying for Netflix anyways. I ended up having to like share an account with a friend, so it's a little bit cheaper. But yeah, there's a lot of anime though that are kind of like still rare, so it's like unfortunate you like won't be able to watch them.
西急列車の車両ですか。私の記憶にまた一つ興味深い知識が増えました。
What the? This Liga sounds so suspicious. Like, I don't know. I still don't like this dude's vibe.
それより元老院の議員がこんな場所まで赴き
He's so suspicious, but you know also someone pointed out that the arms here look so hilarious because it looks like he's like holding up his boobs or something even though he doesn't have any. I don't know, they mentioned it. I don't think I can ever unsee that anymore.
二人の来歴を知っていたら
Oheians hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the trailblaze.
天外の世界に関する
Yeah, because you have Aquila, who's probably gonna try to murder you all for talking about the sky.
お二人が
And also, it's been on fire this entire time. Is it like really just not going to like...
帰る方法をお探しになっていたことでしょう
It's really just not going to go out? Reacts to some evil Welsh guy drank all my beer. Nice. Enjoy your beer. Hope you get more. Oh, I would really like some too, though. I'm trying to hold back. You have any tricks for like dealing with all the carbonation in beer? That's the thing I have a hard time with, honestly. It ends up it's much easier for me to drink other things like soju instead. At least that doesn't give me like too much carbon dioxide in my stomach. Lagus has to know more than he's leading on. Yeah, that's true. Definitely. Like, this dude, I mean, the fact that he interacted with Herda in the ending of the previous patch is like, this dude is suspicious as hell. You don't have the paperwork to get into any chest combos here? Oh my god.
受定に行った際、天空のタイタンに関する多くの研究資料を見つけたが、
discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
その通りです。オンパロスの12柱のタイタンのうち、
And also the scariest looking one. It's still so wild though that Hyacinth's core flame is from Aquila. It's like an insane mismatch.
その息吹は冷たいそよ風を
Stay active, make sure the bathroom is
先には
nearby.
驚くほど
Oh
大きな
no. I tend to like shake the beer bottle a little bit just to try to get some of the bubbles out. It makes it a little flatter, but I think it helps me out. It doesn't upset my stomach as easily. But honestly, that's probably one reason why I like cocktails or like soju, because those are like drastically easier to drink. Although the unfortunate thing is like they're also drastically more expensive, and the alcohol content is much higher. But yeah, I guess it's fine. You kind of get used to it at some point. Just like be a little bit responsible if you're drinking like outside the house or something. Man, though, I kind of feel like I would really like to drink Solmek soon. I don't know if you guys noticed, Solmek is like a Korean combo of like soju and beer, and it tastes really good. It's quite fun, actually. Because like there's like specific ways that Koreans tend to like pour the beer in, like kind of smack it so all the bubbles like float up really quickly to the top.
先ほどアンティキシラの技術でこの車両を識別
I might be able to conduct. This dude is like way too suspicious. Like, how does he have all this technology to deal with something like the Express? Right? And Dana is so believing. Like, I would not trust this dude at all with like a 10-foot pole.
分かった。よろしく頼む。
信用していただきありがとうございます。
Okay, methodically begins inspecting its components. I feel like he's just gonna steal the technology, right?
驚いたな。随分詳しいようだが、似たようなものを修理したことが。
Or what are the chances this dude is actually not from Amphorius? He's like something from like beyond the sky as well.
いいえ、アンティキシラ人が
Kefal endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. They really just had to focus on its chest right there. I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. I don't know. I mean, you've left it burning for like the past how many patches already. So as for whether it actually works, I'm not entirely sure anymore. If I'm out in public, I watch what I drink, but if I'm in my own house, I don't care. Yeah, there's like this different kind of freedom, honestly. I think the only thing stopping me from drinking more at home is like because I don't have enough at home. If like my parents are around, they usually like just whine at me and say like I'm drinking too much, but like I'm just drinking like one bottle. That's like fine. Yeah, that's true. It's also much cheaper. Like if you start seeing alcohol outside and you realize it's like double or triple the price what they sell in the supermarket, that means everything else on their menu is like insanely overpriced. Like I think at one point I saw this. I was eating at a restaurant where if I was gonna buy a bottle of soju, it would cost me like 100, and then there in the restaurant they were selling for like 500. I was like, that's so insane. You know, like for the exact same brand and then same size, like the same size bottle for like the 330 ml, and you're gonna charge me like 5 times more. Like I can't imagine like anyone who'd fall for that. Like at this point, I feel like it'd be easier to just pay a corkage fee, just like bring a fuck ton of your own bottles instead, right?
大事なのは
But yeah, I think it gets even worse when it comes to like the really fancy alcohol, like the super expensive ones. Like the price gap is just,
損なわれてしまうかもし
I
れ
don't
ない
know,
と
it's
いう
just
ことで
so
す
insane. Like one of my friends who has to frequently buy stuff like that for her clients, but she's in doing like events or flower arrangement kind of business, so she has to like do a lot of gift boxes and stuff. So like she ends up knowing the prices of quite a lot of like wines and like fancy drinks, and then every time she goes to a restaurant, she sees the menu for like drinks. She's all like, "Yeah, don't order this. They probably charged you like double or triple the price." And it's like, dealing with 40 plus beer cans every recycling day. Oh my god, that's a lot of beer cans. Hey, but I think it was also funny because I do remember another VTuber who also had a similar problem. It's like she was saying like, "Oh guys, guess what's in my room," and then she just kind of kicked over something. You could hear like the amount of cans like tumbling over. And she's like, "Guys, guess how many there are in my room right now?" And people are like, "What do you mean? Like, how many did you stack in your room that it would actually like do a domino effect sound?" They have some rhinos in the family. They're sure not how to charge. Uh,
さすが
Yeah.
炭鉱殿
yeah, I still don't.
あな
This
たの慎
dude
重さには感
just
服し
cannot take anything he says at face value. Oh my god, the suspicious people! Yo, where did these guys come from?
罠か。これが俺についてきた理由か。
どうか誤解しないでください私は心霊の慣習として中立の
I am neutral.
彼らの計画に加担
Your
する
mask
つもり
is
もなけれ
not
ば
bad, all things
止める義
considered.
務もありません
He's just not gonna do anything?
あなたのことは個人的に尊敬しているのであなたとご友人の身を守れる平和
Done, go beat them up. Beat up everyone in one shot.
一応確認しておくが、これからも
Yeah, domino effect, that beer can
お
edition.
前は手を出すのか。
If things turn ugly later, will you help? Nah.
先ほど申し
Can I just smack this dude though? It's like, bro, if you're not gonna help, like, don't even bother staying near me right now. I'm gonna be so mad at you.
私の提案を断って黄金栄の味方であり続けたいとそう
一つだけ認めよう、ライコス。何があっても俺たちは列車の仲間たちの元へ戻る。だが、その仲間という
Yeah, of course. I mean, honestly, I feel like if the Council of Elders had actually tried to befriend us like much earlier, they probably would have been able to succeed. But unfortunately for them, the Flame Chase Crisis heirs found us first, and they were much nicer to us first. I mean, Aglaya kind of hit or miss. She kind of wanted to murder us initially, with like threatening us with like casteries, taking like one step at a time, kind of thing. But like, well, at the end, like we kind of proved ourselves. We were kind of like dorks about it, but anyways, we were successful. We did not die, and only to find out later on that we were already dead. So the casteries threat wasn't wasn't that serious after all. I drank occasionally. First time I drank, I went overboard and decided to take shots of Four Horsemen. That's 4 whiskey mixed together straight. Oh my god. No mixer, no ice. Damn, that's so harsh. I think the fumes itself would kind of like annoy me. The first time I got there, I drank a liter of whiskey. Can't even sell it anymore without feeling off. I definitely go for like the sweeter side when it comes to drinks though.
俺が手を出すのか。
I think the first time I drank was probably at the friend's debut party. And cause like by that point I was like trying to hold off. Like I was making sure like for obvious reasons like that I would only drink after I turned 18. So that was like the first chance I got. And then cause they had a free flowing bar. It wasn't like a super like serious like setup kind of bar. But anyways, it was like, okay, it was fine. And then like all the staff there kind of set up like little shots. Okay, I got this right. I thought it was gonna be a cutscene. They set up like little shots like lined up, and then all of them were like super colorful. Like, and every single one is like a different flavor. And then initially I was like super scared because like, oh no, what if like the alcohol's too strong and like I can't like tolerate it or whatever. And then I tried one. I was like sipping it like a freaking teacup, and then like the guys they were like, no, you're supposed to like throw it back like a real shot. I was like, oh, are you sure like it won't hurt or anything? And they're like, no, you'll be fine. And so I drank it. I was like, oh wow, it just tastes like gelatin. And then they were like so proud, like, oh, congrats. I was like, well, that wasn't too bad after all. I was like, okay. So I put down the empty shot glass and then I looked at the next one. I was like, oh, so what's this flavor? And they didn't tell me. And I shoot it down and like I just went like that for every single drink they laid out there. And I think I probably tried like maybe 10 or 15 different shots of like all different flavors, and they were like so surprised. I was like, but this just tastes like juice. I don't even know if like the alcohol is like considered strong or what, but it was fun. And I was fine afterwards, and I still even drank like 2 mudslides afterwards because like that was so. I mean, it's basically just chocolate milk with like vodka or something. So it's not as if I would get drunk on that either. So like all things considered, for like a first time drinking, that was like pretty successful. I didn't even get a headache the next day. And so I realized like, oh, I might have a higher tolerance than I expected, considering like my size and all that. And my general inexperience that time. Yeah. 3 older bros, 2 would get me drunk underage just to get a giggle for the family occasion. You know, I'm kind of like grateful in a sense. I didn't really have my relatives aren't really like that kind of people. Mostly because a lot of them are like drastically older. So for like a long time I was like considered like the baby in my family in a sense. Like me and my brother were like some of the youngest in our family, so they never really bothered with us for that. Although like later on ends up some of the uncles and aunties kind of like drinking with us now because they're like, oh, like you actually know how to drink. That's like, yes, I'm going to drink anything if you like give it to me for free. Because I do have some relatives who are like the fancy kind of drinkers. Like they buy like the expensive like whiskeys or like the expensive what do you call that? Stuff like that? Yeah. And then wait, whiskeys, not rum, what's the other one? Anyway, stuff like that, all the expensive stuff, and it's like, okay, if you're giving it to me for free, I will be happy to enjoy.
大丈夫だ。あの一撃、ようやく受け。
If I had passed out, that would have been it. I don't know.
だから道中にしっかり協力してくれてありがとう。
There's a 14-year gap between me and the youngest. Oh my god, that's such a huge gap. I think between me and my next cousin it's just probably like 3 years. So, but yeah. I wasn't really close with a lot of my cousins though, ironically, even though some of her age gaps, it's like some of them are like small age gaps, some of them are like big age gaps. I think with one of my other older cousins, I think our gap is probably like 18 or 20 years already. An oldest of 5, and it doesn't help that my mother is a wine drinker and my stepfather is a whiskey drinker. Oh, I like wine too. Oh, wine is so fun. It can get a little bit like too acidic sometimes though, if it's not, or like too dry with like all the tannins and stuff. I just tend to go for like the sweeter things. If it's cold wet, I have the percentage in it, chances I'll try it too. Yeah, I really like colder alcohols in general. Although I think occasionally I might. Oh, hot sake is really good though. Like I've tried it a bunch of times, but like it gets you drunk a lot faster than the cold version, which is kind of annoying because like it suits so well. Like if you're drinking like hot pot or sashimi and you're drinking like hot sake, it goes so well together. I think like it's such a cozy feeling. I don't know. Like the temperature contrast is really fun. Ran away from home, sharing a room with 2 older bros for 15 years was too much. Yeah, I can't imagine sharing a room with other people now. As in, like, I used to when I was a kid, like, my whole family would be, like, cramped into a single room just to, like, save on electricity and all that. And, you know, because, like, oh, because when you're young, like, you can't take care of yourself, so, like, you have to, like, stick together. But then, like, it was hard growing up like that, honestly. Like I didn't like that there was like no privacy, and then like in general it's just like really noisy. And also like when you have like different sleep schedules, I think a lot of times like my parents would get mad at me for like waking them up because it's like but because like they would sleep drastically earlier than me, like probably like 9 or 10 they'd be asleep, and then me, I'm coming into the room at like past midnight, and they're like, "Why are you not asleep yet?" It's like because I had things to do. Like back then I was still studying, obviously, so it's like I don't have like that. I'm not that free that I could just sleep at like 10 at night or something and like expect to like finish all of my homework or my studying for the next day. Yeah, sake is so good. Drink of choice is always either wine or tequila. Oh, tequila is good if you have like the salt and like lime though. But if I don't like tequila if you don't have those things, honestly. Oh, it's kind of sad though. You know, one of my friends is actually like allergic to tequila. I think anything that has like agave like kind of closes up their throat. And it's kind of like, well, I don't know if it would consider it funny because like usually like when we're together and like she wants to drink something, I always have to check the entire menu and make sure she doesn't order anything that has tequila in it because it's like, bro, if you die on my watch, I'm gonna like freak out so bad, like bro, like you know what, like that would be the most tragic thing ever. And like also, I mean, in general, it'd be like really hassle to have to bring anyone to the hospital. So it's like, please do not do anything stupid while you're with me. It's like, feel free to do that when I'm not around, but like, if you're with me, it's like, no. And then, literally, the first thing she does when she goes out of the country for like a vacation, and she's all like, "Oh hey, like I'm in a club right now. I'm drinking tequila." It's like, bro, why are you drinking that? Like, aren't you allergic? Like, no, it's okay because there's a hospital next door. Like, that's not the solution to your problems. You know, you could just drink something else. Like a lot of drinks like are probably close enough to tequila that you wouldn't really know the difference if you're like not a seasoned drinker. So it's like, please just pick something else that won't like give you an allergic reaction. Yeah. As a kid, I could sleep through two 20+ stone guys snoring their brains out. Now the dog downstairs can't fart without me waking up. Yeah, I think the older you get, the more sensitive you are to a lot of things. But true, just any little noise, like even just like the light, like a small blinking light is gonna piss me off so badly. I end up having to like cover it with a blanket or something. What is it about growing old that makes life so much more hassle? Oh yeah, look at this Stream Crow Legacy. Yeah, oh my god, we're doing the Amphoria's story right now. I'm pretty sure I've like missed out most of the dialogue because I kept talking about other things. But yeah, it's fun. Alcohol is fun, but also like please drink responsibly and all that. You know, just as a disclaimer, so I don't get in trouble with anyone. You really grown, but you can't beat them yet. We'll be here by your side. Sure, we'll just get the sappy answer. I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, fine on you suspicious as hell also. Every time I say something, and things get so serious, I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. Yeah, he's like a sad Samoyed puppy. How does going to a library like help improve your mood? But also there's a beetle there, so I have to remember to actually like look for that later on. That's why I don't host servers, and if I'm trying to sleep, I don't want the PC fans worrying. Ugh. Anything like you gotta turn off all the lights, you know, before also I used to have this clock, like those typical like it's not a grandfather clock. It's like a baby version of it, like on my desk that would like swing back and forth like pendulum style. And when I was a kid, I used to find out like super cute. I was like, oh, that's the kind of clock that I like. It's like it's so antique, like the vibes and all that. It's like so nice. And then when I actually got one, and then I hated it immediately. It's like I cannot sleep with this noise, this ticking noise every single day, every single night for the rest of my life. So I just yoinked out the battery. It's like, so yeah, it's just kind of sitting on my desk as decoration instead, but not actually like using it anymore. I ended up getting a digital clock. That's just like it has a blinking light, but it's not too bad in comparison to like a ticking one. It improves my mood. 99.9% likely to not contain any of my family in it. Yeah. It's so much more peaceful sleeping alone, I swear. I think even in some other countries, like I think Japan also, they have, even for like some couples, they end up sleeping in like separate rooms because like they end up having like drastically different like sleep styles, like the bedding, the temperature, like the schedule, the noise. It's like everything's so opposite that like it would be drastically worse for your relationship if you slept together because you would just be so mad at each other every single day. Hearing it awake is fine, less so when you're trying to sleep but the clock's making hamster brain going hyper when trying to sleep. Like, you'd be lucky if your brain could just treat it as white noise and like delete it from your hearing, but like unfortunately there are times when your brain really doesn't want to help cooperate with you. Wait, where was that? I saw a bug floating behind us. It was there during the cutscene, so like I need to find that again because I'm so annoyed. Where is that? It was just somewhere at the edge, right? I could have sworn I saw that. I remember my first ever alarm clock I had for 3 years before I actually put my hand. Oh, what do you mean you put your hand through it? Oh no. Were you like in a really unhappy mood that day? Listen to the Titan's echoes. Can we sit on the seat? At the base of the sacred tree lies the throne, the pinnacle of mortal wisdom. Countless scholars of the grove spent their lives striving to reach the seat of knowledge, yet now it stands before you unguarded and unclaimed. A faint whisper seems to echo in your ears. O trailblazer from afar, can you resist the temptation of ascending to the throne? Undoubtedly I cannot. Indeed, when such a grand yet empty throne appears before you, who could resist the urge to sit upon it? Besides, what harm could refusing this temptation possibly bring, save for missing an opportunity? You decide to yield to the desire in your heart, but not so fast. Before becoming king, there's something you must do first. You need to select your subjects. Ordinary humans, maybe a tad more fantasy, chaotic evil. I just want to take a selfie. Craving more thrilling adventures? Perfect. Recall your journey here, passing through shadowy forests, greeted warmly by monstrous creatures, and naturally looting every treasure along the way. This pillaging style reminds you of a certain character from a story. Mimicking their manner, you slick back your hair and stride towards the unoccupied throne. What reference is this? I used to use a Walkman with in-ear headphones, but the volume levels annoyed someone else. Wow, we're sitting so daintily. Oh, those were the days though. I think technology has gotten so much better now. Like generally if you're like listening to earphones, normally the people around you can't hear you. But there are times though when it gets really bad, like especially when you're in an elevator. I don't know what is it about elevators, but automatically anyone who wears earphones in an elevator, everyone around you is going to hear what you're listening to. And it's like really annoying if they're just listening to like non-stop like TikTok videos or something. Like it would have been better if they were like listening to good music, but like no, they're just listening to like sound bites like non-stop on repeat. I woke up and slammed my hand onto to turn it off, and then I heard a crack. I opened my eye and see the top of it cracked in two. Oh no! Although I think honestly that's like one of the appeal of like the older alarm clocks, like the smashing it bit. It, like just to take out your frustration of having to like wake up and start another day of like droning on with like work or school or whatever it is that people do. The one imp lady would be like, lawful evil, just bring me to loot my minions. Yeah, but we have to like do all the chaotic stuff ourselves because we can't afford to like get someone else to help us out. You can't smash the egg of a Dromas against him? Bro, why would you waste a Dromas egg? Damn. That's kinda insane though. Sovereign of the Woods. Okay, that's weird. Maybe no, was this the one I saw? No, I don't think so. Anyways, it's fine, I guess. It'd be music in my case if I'm having a bad time. Break out the tunes. Yeah, I tend to listen to music a lot when I'm driving though, just so like I don't accidentally fall asleep on the road. Because sometimes when you're like stuck in traffic, it just gets insanely boring, like being by yourself. So yeah, always just good to have something keeping your mind occupied. Okay, head to the library of Philly. I don't know where we are right now. Oh, okay. Hey, we're in a new area? Kind of. Hmm. Yeah, these are the Herda treasures marked from before, but like, why does this have so many floors? This is kind of insane though. The maps are so confusing. I feel like they're definitely doing this on purpose just to mess with us. Wait, where are we supposed to be going? Oh, maybe this one? Oh, I wasn't supposed to look at that one. Mm. I feel like there's probably an achievement or something if you like save all of those statue things. Okay, we're going in the wrong direction. Ugh, why is it so slow? Come on, you can run faster. 3,000 3,800 miles walking behind a lawnmower, 2 mph. Good tunes are required to offset the monotony. I think that's one of the good things about like not having a garden of that scale. It's like not having to deal with a lawnmower. I prefer aquatic plants though. I feel like they're much easier, if only because you kind of just like leave them there and just like don't do anything anymore. On occasion, I guess you still do have to like trim it just to make sure it doesn't like overgrow. Like pothos plants are very fun because they grow really, really quickly. And they're like relatively low maintenance in comparison. I feel like we probably should have just teleported here or something. Like, where is this right now? Definitely don't remember a library being anywhere near here. Excellent. Oh, Oh, okay, I get it now. Landscape gardener by trade. The back garden's small. Cactus. I'm so bad at dealing with cactus though. Like, you know, in the early days when I was a kid, like, I kept thinking, like, oh, cactus are, like, super easy to grow. They're, like, they don't need much water. And then turns out I've been watering them wrong the entire time. Like, you're supposed to actually, like, dunk them, in, let's say, in an entire bowl of water and just, like, let them soak up the moisture on their own. That's how you kind of like have to take care of them like every I guess 1 to 2 weeks, something like that. But then back then I was just like literally like pouring drops of water on top of it and it was like so useless. I'm pretty sure all of my cactus hated me back then. Oh, they definitely could not survive under my care. I feel like if I tried now, it'd probably be more successful, but then simultaneously, my mom doesn't like having spiky plants around because she said it's like bad feng shui or something. It's like, is that even a thing? But apparently, feng shui seems to affect like every single aspect of like all your furniture. And it's kind of stressful because like I don't believe in that stuff, but my mom does, so it's like, please no. I used to have like a lot of plants outside my window as well because I was like growing like a mini trellis garden kind of thing. But yeah, it did not work out because it was always too hot. And then like the sun would bear down too hard on the plants so they'd all kind of like just get burned really badly. And I think all the birds kept eating them as well, so I could never figure out how to like keep the birds away. And it was like such a waste because like it's nice growing plants. I mean, they're good for the environment and all that, but I don't know, they're a lot harder to maintain than you would want to. Oh my god. Let them soak a little, not exposed to top to water. Yeah, I would always water from the top as well, so that was even. Why am I here? I feel like I definitely should have just teleported. My god. Why am I running around manually?
前回の石板はどこ？
Why did I forget that I could just teleport here? Bad acupuncture too.
ちょっと向こ
It's always nice to get cute ones. So the fuzzy looking cacti are like adorable. They look like like they have snowflakes on them. Those are the cutest ones. Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out a small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suit your taste. Oh, we've been here? Several months? Oh? You're quite relieved that Zanheng isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading tastes. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material, please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any group professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So, which reading material will you peruse? Forbidden Love, the Tree, and the Butterfly? Okay. Wait, this sounds like Castories. Yeah, she wandered through the flower sea, searching for a glimpse of those fluttering butterfly wings, but without success. That's why Canadian friend is like, my mother has a green thumb, but I can only deal with my flute baby talks if it wants something. Are they referring to like a pet? Oh my god. It would be so nice to have a pet, I think, but also like I don't really feel like I'm up for like the responsibility of like taking care of them. It's like that's quite a lot of work and I don't really have like extra time anymore. Although I guess probably a cat would be easier rather than a dog. Just so you don't have to deal with like too much trouble. Okay, wait, this is actually pretty long. I think I'll just read that like next time. One Punch got a quill. Yo, they have like way too many references. The professor, barely over 30, was leaning casually against the stone lectern. Loose and relaxed, the scholar's robe gleamed bright in the dim light of Evernight, giving off an almost divine aura. These guys are like such simps, my god. The first class and already late. Looks like someone is eager to meet Thanatos. Oh, this person's like such bad luck though. Hopefully we can read all of this later on anyways. After finishing this mind-shaking piece, only one image remains in your mind. The Express Welt's phone! For a young Stellaron host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. Okay, well yeah. Okay, this kind of makes sense. It would be his favorite though. This article leaves you feeling empowered, as if you're the author's One Punch God incarnate. Sky Titan Aquila? Yeah, that's nothing.
ファイノンとミリオンは何を読んでるんだろう
Probably nothing as suspicious as what
様子を
you're
見に行って
reading.
みよう
That's a deal the lady downstairs offers. She gets a pet, I get a dog. She wants me to train. It's like, eh? What? What? Okay, I'm kind of confused by that, but sure. I don't know, I definitely wouldn't train anyone else's pet for free though. But then who knows, the pet might like you enough that it will actually just like follow you home instead. I did see an argument though, apparently. Like, it was an article recently, and so people were arguing about whether it was like the neighbor who was right or like the lady, or I don't know how this is. Let's say I think one person was complaining that their neighbor kept feeding the cat, and they're saying like don't feed the cat because the cat ends up like going to the neighbor's house like every single time afterwards, and it's like you're basically stealing my property. And like even after repeated attempts saying like don't feed my cat, the neighbor still kept doing it. And that's at some point she actually got the police involved because like I think in some countries like pets are also considered like legal property. So if you keep like ignoring the owner's like requests, it's basically as if you're like trespassing or like doing like nefarious things, or like it's kind of like a criminal act already. So it's like the people are arguing about whether the person was justified in like calling out their neighbor. And honestly for me it's like if it's like not your pet, it's like please don't get involved, you know? Like the owner already told them repeatedly not to do anything to their pet and they still kept insisting anyway, so that's like kind of on them if they got into trouble for it. I trained the last two dogs she owned. It was me that had to walk them, so I made sure they behaved. Okay, at least you were good at that. But it's still so weird though for me. Like if you're going to get a dog, but you don't have like the time to actually like walk it or train it or take care of it, it's like I don't know. It feels like you're just passing off all the hard work onto someone else. Kind of like the same feeling as like having a kid, but then you just like want to take pictures with it, and then the rest of the time you just like leave it to like the babysitter or to like the daycare to deal with. I remember some community posts where some guy's missing cat kept showing up in family photos in their local area. Oh, the cat is a wonder for sure. It's just like it's not their cat anymore. It's like the neighborhood cat. But true. I also had something similar like a few years ago, and like the cat was like so cute. Like everyone kept playing with the cat all the time because it had like a really chunky belly. It was like kind of like a unit already. And like you know like at one point I actually saw this like little boy like push over the cat, like not like hard as it kind of just like tipped it over onto its side and just like put both of his hands onto the cat's belly, just shook it really hard. It was so cute. And then the cat was like so patient with the kid, like he actually didn't get mad at all. He just kind of like just laid there and let the little boy like just play with his fur and his like tummy the entire time. And then I was just staring at all of this going down. It's like, bro, I want to do that too. I want to pet the cat like that, but I feel like it might get mad if I try to do it. She's in her late 70s. She wants to, but only able to do so much physically. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Yeah. Well, it's fine, I guess, if that's the case. At least, you know, like, pets are a good way to, like, still keep well, not exactly active, but it's, like, good for companionship and all that. I swear cats follow me home sometimes, like the time I went for a walk and went to bed and woke up in the morning with 18 cats on your porch. Yo, that's insane. 18 cats is fun. I feel like that would be fun. Like, just for the chaos, but like definitely like the mess and like the food you'd have to deal with afterwards. You know, my dream though is if I ever like lived in a place where like if I wake up and I see foxes outside my window the next day, that would be so cute. Foxes are adorable. I mean, that's basically the reason why I have like a fox sweet PNG tuber, because like I like them so much. But yeah. No more jokes, there's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere. Are they
ミリオ
trying
ン
to
の様子
hide?
がおかしい。一体どんな本を？
Suspicious. Okay, what else? Oh, we're still following Mem around? Damn. See what Finon's looking at. Oh, I wonder what he's reading. When a husky gets glomped by someone's kid, you see, like, if this was not your child, I'd be barking my brains out. Oh, huskies are so cute as well. But damn, like, I did see a kid, like, almost get his arm bitten off, like, by a husky. Like, not intentionally. Like, kind of like, the kid was just waving his arms around too much, and like he actually like kind of shoved it into the husky's mouth by accident. And it was like such a scary moment. Like you know, sometimes like the feeling like when you're watching something like a disaster about to go down, and suddenly everything like slows down to that freaking hype, that moment, and you're kind of just hyper focusing on it. Like I was so scared because like that's not my kid, that's not even my husky, but it's like my neighbor, and it's like, bro, if you get your arm bitten off in front of me, it's like I can't imagine the chaos that would go down for all of this. So like, luckily, their caretaker was also nearby, so like both of them, like they were able to like separate the dog and the kid. But like the kid was crying so bad after it. Like they didn't get bitten. Like you could actually like see their arm didn't have like any bite marks or anything. But like, bro, that was such a scary moment because like the dog was like bigger than the kid already. And like that kind of split second when you saw the kid's arm go into his mouth, it's like, oh my god. That was wild. Are you reading something you shouldn't
君たち
be?
がすぐそばにいるのに
I know.
だとしたら
Sorry, it's so funny. It's like he's like, oh, I mean, if I was gonna do it, it wouldn't be in front of you.
ほら
Antiques appraisal.
富を築く方
Was it because he was part of the event last time? Like the appraisal event? Is this like a callback to back then? Oh my god, that's true. Yes, huskies are so noisy. So, my best friend also has a husky. And like when I'm around, it's like pretty quiet and like pretty cute, and it kind of just like wants to approach and like shove its like snout into me and like not really do anything. But when I'm not around, it's like, oh, wow, wow, wow. It just goes like that the entire time. It's like, why are huskies like this? Like, you know, they're supposed to be like kind of majestic and all of that, but in reality, like, they're really not. They're so dumb sometimes. Like, really adorable, but like, no thoughts, head empty. They just like go really loud. D&D session, we like, you ate too much, Togo has disarmed you. That would be funny to imagine if you rolled the dice for that. It's like how high of a dice roll would you need to get just to like survive that encounter? I have a Dashan and a Bad Connoisseur yaps a lot. Dashans are like that too. They're funny though. I like them a lot because I call them like the hot dog. Because they really just look like a hot dog so badly. It's funny. Like their legs are so small. I know how, in your dreams, maybe it's time to find a different side gig.
それはダメだこの趣味の
Oh!
少ない貯蓄を
Painon!
たんだから
Really? Damn.
優秀な指導者になれたことについては僕
No! A major reason is their family wealth. Yeah, honestly, I mean, rich people were just like built to be in politics for all the wrong
これ
reasons.
が豊かな都市国家で生まれた利点だとして貧しい田舎生まれの僕が
30% grind, 70% fate.
つい喋りすぎて
Integrity and skill. It's just basically saying you need both integrity and money. I mean, he's not wrong though. You kind of do need a lot of money. This is like the slow moments of like the story, because like what are we doing right now? Well, funny, a friend runs an ex-alcoholic berserker dwarf, has to pass 3 willpower checks on entering a tavern. 1 to not get drunk, 1 to not go berserk, and 1 to not drink and then go berserk. Why is the third one a thing? Aren't those like connected already? I love seeing Dashan put in the hot dog costume. Yes, it's peak. It's so hilarious. Like seeing them in anything like vaguely like shaped like a hot dog. Imagine if they were like dumplings on a stick or like a taco. Oh, taco's funny. Yeah, hot dogs for sure.
一枚一枚の解説が長いわね。
Just write it down somewhere.
また会ったわね。
What do you mean we meet again? We agreed to all go to the library at the same time. What are you talking about right now?
あなたも忙しいでしょうから、私はもう行くわね。
Help your day every day. It's joyful.
怪しい
Ayashi. Suspicious as fuck. Not like their usual self. Is she still reading? Like, how long is she gonna be reading things? I'm pretty sure it's not charm, it's just like maximum annoyance at this point.
何を楽しそうに話してるんだ？
Oh my god, Finance so much taller than us. I keep forgetting like how short the Trailblazer is. Like the funny thing is that the male Trailblazer is considered pretty short amongst most guys, but in comparison, the female Trailblazer is like pretty tall compared to quite a lot of girls. Of course I slept with a nail like Sneaky, what did you expect? You just try to behave. Yeah, you gotta keep all your impulses in check though. Like all the intrusive thoughts.
2人が近くで追いかけっこをしてたからつい気になって。にしてもユリオンに占いの趣味があったとはな。でもそこまで隠すようなこと。
こっそり勉強してみんなを驚かせ
I
よう
want to set up a surprise, master it in secret and give you all a shock.
途中でバレるのが一番恥ずかしいのに
A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods?
の機嫌よりも不安定
Are we sure this isn't like mem in disguise or something? No comment, my mother's like 4'9". Oh, wow, that's pretty short too. I think even my mom was like taller than that. Although pretty close actually. I think she's closer to like maybe 4'11" or something. Exactly, worked for YouTubers, so phrase carefully.
驚かせようとか。
Yeah, there's way too
似たよう
many
なこと言ってた人
too
がいた
many
な。
wordplays that can happen.
彼女も占いや星の観測が好きで、特に
ファイノにそんな友達がいたなんてねもし
いや全く。そもそもカードやアストラガロスで運命を占えるなんて子供の頃から思ってなかったよ。
I mean, if I was ever into fortune telling, I would definitely like stack the deck to like give me the answers that I want anyways, or to just like keep doing it until I get the answers that I want. Fortune telling is definitely not for me. I'm 5'10", she's the perfect height to lean on purely to annoy her. Oh, short king and tall queen. Oh my god. If my brother tried leaning on my mother, though, I'm pretty sure she would end up collapsing. He'd be like way too heavy and too tall in comparison.
それに僕たちにはトリノン先生がいるだろ。外れたことのない先生の予言と比べたら。
Oh my god, that height gap. Oh, that's insane. What's that? That's 13 inches difference? So tall. I can't imagine having to look up that high every single time I need to talk to someone though. I'd probably just give up pretty quickly. It's hard to look up to your parents when they're shorter than you. Oh my god, same. If I wear my platform shoes, I'm taller than my dad as well. That's why he doesn't like it when I wear them, because he feels like so small in comparison. It's like, no, the shoes are just like really, really tall. So especially like if I try wearing them outside and like my mom sees me, she's like, okay, I'm gonna wear my tall shoes as well. So she also takes out her own platform boots too.
占いには心を導く力があると思う運命はこの先の未来に影を落としていろいろと見えづらくしちゃうからそれらを乗り越える勇気を得るため
The Lord of the Rings would be like, you want a running commentary? Should we get you a box? So many things went on in that series. Although I only know very little because I didn't actually read or watch Lord of the Rings. But like, The Hobbit. I did watch The Hobbit though. That one was fun, I think.
占いにはいい結果と悪い結果があるだからこそ意味があるの少なくとも悪い兆しは注意を促してくれるでしょ
不思議だな。僕の知ってる彼女も似たようなことを言っていたよ。思い返せば彼女がカードの説明をしてくれるたびに僕はなんとなく不安だったな。占いの類なんて信じてなかったはずなのに。 多分彼女の言い方のせいだ。キュレネ、そうだ。彼女
The books are on a foot away.
まだ一枚
Oh man, all the Lord of the Rings books are like so thick. And I think in general I don't really like the initial start of like the world building. It takes way too long to introduce everyone, especially in like series like that where it's probably like with ancient like family trees and all that nonsense. I'm going to step away. Hear people calling my name is great. Oh yeah, thank you so much though for dropping by today's stream. I hope you can like drop by again next time. It was great talking to you. Yeah, take care. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you again soon. Oh, that's so pretty. Gotta craft a mem specific deck.
確かに水晶とか他の素材に書いて
Crystal, bro. How expensive is that gonna be?
そうだ相棒。ずっと話せないでいたことがある。
There's a lot of extra stuff you have to absorb.
初めて運命の三層殿に行った時のことを覚えてるかい？
Yeah, no, I don't remember the riddle. That was so long ago.
誰だ？
Damn it, we don't even get to finish the sentence?
お前たちは。
More suspicious people.
どうやら悪者みたいね。
黒い衣装に金色の粛清者か。
私たちのことをご存知とは。
Cleaners?
失わ
Really?
れたオンパロスの歴史について
This seems incredibly like uncreative. Clones are cars.
我々に興味をお持ちのようですね。大事なお客様に。
黄金戦争時代、黄金衛に対抗するために多くの都市国家が水面下で部隊を編成し、彼ら刺客を粛清者と名付けた。黄金の血が流れるものをこの世から抹殺する。それが粛清者たちの使命だ。
それらの資料は少し視点が偏っているようですね。よければ著者の名前を教えていただけますか？オークヘイマの天真爛漫な子供たちがそのような。
お前たちは歴史の陣合とともに去るべきだ。民会は黄金衛の使命に再び正当性を与えてくれた。だから影に隠れた処刑人に投票するような市民など一人も現れはしないだろう。
This feels a whole lot less intimidating with like Mem standing in the middle of us.
我々は理解されることなど党の無彼らは平和になれ忘れているのです。
たわごとそんなことを言うために
Yeah, did you come here just to like have a wordplay?
ファイノン様のような遺作、それに我々が皆様の前にある。
落ち着いてくれ相棒。さあ言ってみろ。一体どんな手札を隠し持っているんだ。肩も凝ってるし剣先も鈍ってるだろうけど、お前たちの舌を切り落とすくらいなら余裕だ。
どうヒヤンシーちゃん、ここならぴったりでちょ。ちょっと狭いかもだけど日当たりは完璧よね。 りがとうございますトリビー様。
Cleaners themselves don't really feel like a threat. Yeah, honestly, they released them like pretty late in comparison, so. And like, doesn't really seem like they have much of a figurehead in
イ
general.
カルンもここが好きですか？
It just makes like weird noises on its own.
名前も変えてみたらどう？名工の庭とか。それもいいかもしれませんね。ですが観光の庭という名前は天空の末裔の長い歴史を
Twilight
引き継いでい
carries
ま
a
す
long
ので。
history, the descendants of the sky.
やはりそっか。俺長いこと復習してなかったからね。あ、そうだ。これ
Kremnos and Firmament.
第三妖雷の騎士セネオスが
With Celios, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight. The divine war between Nikador and Aquila came to an
数百年
end.
に及ぶ神々。その後天空の民は衰退の一頭セネオスの血を継いだ一族がサーシなんとなく私たちの記憶と食い違ってるみたいだけど、でも具体的にどう違うのか私たちも。そうでした。トリビー様にとっての歴史は史書に記されているものだけじゃなく実際イカル
Really
ンは
bad
本
for
当
him
に
in
こうい
their
った話が
nickname.
好きですね。あなたもあなたがちゃんと大きく育てば
Oh, I'm getting so sleepy already.
ケラウドルス
Oh
様
my god. Oh, he's back. Oh, I did not expect him to show up again, all things
それからト
considered.
リビー様も
無事何かあったの？
市場でまた悪質な事件が起きたんだ。
そんなアグライア様がいる奥兵
昔ならな。だが最近は
ナイアちゃん。
今回の騒動もおそらくだが禁止の緩みを感知した者。
民会が終わったばかりだっていう
Citizens
の
Assembly
に
just wrapped
ど
up.
うしてこう騒ぎばかり。
Yeah, I mean, are they unhappy with like
黄
Anaxa's
金栄は
results?
一票の差でギリギリ勝っているからな。
Yeah, that's true
多
though.
くの
Such a
戦地を
close
経験
win.
してきた者から言う。
大変です。クレメンタイン大丈夫ですから。
皆さん、雲石の天狗が大変なことになってます。
Oh my god, oh, that's what you meant. Oh my god, Aika, fat fuck. It's kind of hilarious though, basically the entire fandom like banded together just to talk shit about that little guy even though he does nothing other than eat and like look cute.
落ち着いてゆっ
アグライア様です。
Is she dying?
アグライア様です。
Oh. Wait, is she dying? Damn.
確か天狗を俯瞰できるこのバルネアは初の火を追う旅を記念するためとオンパロスのために偉大なる犠牲を払った1000年前の英雄たちを偲ぶため。
Oh, is that like truffles and stuff?
そしてその頃から規則が定められ金織が招待した客人以外誰一人として出入りができなくなった。
Oh no, these guys again.
今のあなた方はもはやその規則に従う素振りする。
Damn, this lady again? I hate her so much. She was like such a pain in the previous quest.
アグライア神を語り人を惑わし1000年もの時を生きてきた忌まわしき女よ。
優しい。そんな曖昧な言葉で繕っているつもり。その無能さを。
Throwing shade.
コラスによってあなたた
A
ちの
yeah, Anaxa for the window.
もし少しでも羞恥心があり最後の
Bro, Aglaya just casually suggesting they just jump off the building.
読の時に
This dude is insane.
半身よ、池の水を御鏡とし、その
What even is her point though about all of
目だ
this?
けでなく耳も聞こえていない。粛清者はこの時のために生まれたの。
手段を厭わぬほど追い詰められているので
半身相手に真正面から挑むと、私たちはそこまで愚かではない。
Yeah, I know. She's so mean. I really don't like her though.
ナイフはお前の首も
I don't know what is it like she's trying to achieve, but then like she's such a mess.
あなたが私に向けた最大の非難は人間性がつき人々への関心、もし本当にそう考えているのであれば何を根拠に民たちの命で私
いいだろう。半身であるお前の素顔を暴く。さっきも言ったが、今のお前は目だけでなく我々が仕掛けた窃盗が見えず、第一重工房で交わされていた密談も聞こえ、人間性の喪失といったな。アグライアよ、お前の誇りにしている禁止。
まさか自分の心が冷え切っていないことを悔やむ日が来るとは。
Yeah, your evil is beyond cure for sure.
ようやく思考が読めたのか本当に鈍くな。
このアストラガルスのお守りあげる。お姉さんが
声と音を失ったあの少女がうっかりね、その痛みをお前は誰よりも知っているだろう。想像してみるといい。1000年前若くして視力を
Why is she
失ったお前
talking
が
about so many hypotheticals
音と
though?
声まで失っていなんと不完全で哀れな眼差しだ。お前の手腕には期待してい
Did
た
she want Aglaya to be a stronger opponent? Because I feel like if she was a little bit more ruthless, these guys definitely would have lost like ages
素晴
ago.
らしいプレゼントを用意してきたとい
正直もう少し時間を稼げると思っていました。1000年という歳月の中私は塔柱のタイタンの死を見届けてきました。わがままで無知だったあの頃からこうして皆を導くようになるまでずっと。どうやら手を離す時が来たようですね。幸い十分に持
Oh
ちこ
my
たえる
god,
ことがで
Aglaya,
きました。
no, don't do anything stupid.
私が去ることで皆が
What is she thinking of doing?
私は十分にやり遂げたでしょうか。もし
Don't tell me she's gonna try jumping off.
まばゆい黄金の中で眠る旅立つ風たちは私のために足を止めてくれるでしょうか。セファリア。
Oh no. What happened to Aglaya?
裁縫女、約束通り来てあげたよ。見て、この箱いっぱいの金銀
Oh
財
my
宝。
god. Aglaya's even older than
絶対あんたの
Cypher.
知らないものも入ってるんじゃない？それじゃあ約束通りここで一番
泥棒のお嬢さん そんなボロボロの服で私のでは持ってきたもの、
好きなだけ見るといいよ。
これはなんと見事な輝きでしょう。この品質の
なんだ、見たことあるの？
遠い昔のことですよ。
おへえ、家業を立て直す王女？
礼儀ではお聞きしますが、セファリア。
正々堂々賭けをして勝ち取りました。何か言ってよ、裁縫女。それでどうするの？
おかしいですね。私の前で嘘をついているというの禁止が一切震えませんでした。
だから嘘なんてついて。
本当にそうでしょうか？
もうただの取引なのにいちいちうるさいな。安心。
息をするように嘘をつくあなたの。
ほんと金持ちとの取引ってのは面倒だね。
待ってください。そちらは全て受け取ります。ですが、なので今からあなたに。
何
こちらです。
Oh my god, she gave heels to a child? Damn. That would have been so hassle to wear as a kid.
最高言い伝えによれば、このボテスはぜひ履いてみてください。そして次からは捕まらないよ。
金持ちはおせっかいも好きな。
どうかしたのですか？
Oh my god, I knew it.
ちょっと大きい。
Smaller size.
ではもう少し大きくなってから
話の途中にいきなり何？偽物って何のこと？
ボテスだよ、ボテス。それにザグラスの新力なし。オンパル。
Damn, she really kept her shoes the entire time.
それ以上言ったらスティクスに投げ込んで魚たちの餌にしてやる。それより裁縫女とどうやって知っ。
思ったより地味で期待外れだったよ。でも姉子、アグライアがわざと騙そうとしたわけじゃないって可能性。
今あいつをかばったの？
いやいや、そうじゃない。そこそこ泣ける話だったから。
あんたにそのよく回る口がなかったらとっくに捕まって門番にされてた。さて、無駄話はこの辺にして。
Well, I kind of just...
やっぱり綺麗な場所だね。
Something bad is about to happen. We have a black screen already.
ここの空気にお宝の匂いがプンプン。キャストリスとグレッチのおかげでここの結界が破られたんだよね。それじゃ宝探しの時間だよ。
せめて3割。
あ、今の聞こえた？
2割でいいよ。さすが。
それよりここってなんでこんな水まみれ？
技術の半身なのに水が苦手なのか？
本当に分かってないね、あんたは。ドロス人は
Just not in swimming.
他はなんならここで競争してあげようか。地上なら
そう怒るなよ。
猫ちゃんは水が一番嫌い。そんなこと？
Honestly, cats dislike getting wet, mostly because they can't regulate their body temperature easily, so they end up getting like really cold really fast. That's why if you're gonna give a bath to a cat, you really have to make it like really warm water.
どれどれ。よし、あれを使おう。あれがアイラについて。
バレバレだって。まあとりあえず乗ってみるか。
そういえば姉子、オイラがいないときどうやって宝を探してたんだ？
Oh, okay.
カマをかけよったってそうはいかないよ。
警戒心が強いことで。
Okay. Yeah, I think this should be enough for today. Oh my god, that was already pretty long. That was almost 2 hours worth of story, and it doesn't really feel like much happened. So I guess it's what they mean by like a slow start. Hopefully it gets faster later on. But yeah, thank you so much everyone who dropped by the stream today. I hope you had a great time. So usual streaming days are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. UTC plus 8, and occasionally during the weekend I will stream as well, but that really depends on my schedule. So if you are interested and like following me for more, please join our Discord and you can get announcements there as well. And you know, we have a small community, it's pretty fun. I post every day about a lot of things, but we just take note that we are not leak free. We're spoiler free because I don't really like story spoilers, but we do discuss leaks occasionally, especially for like the upcoming banners and all that. But yeah, you know, if you like my stream, hope you could consider giving me a follow, and I will see you guys again soon. Have a great rest of the day, everyone. Goodbye for now.
you